Good evening guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to what is perhaps going to be a very difficult year for the jobs market. I'm sharing with you today some news that we have from one of the largest companies in the world and a company that you may have heard of in the past. But before I do that, I want to speak to you about the general jobs market. We already know that in 2025, a lot of people are having a lot of difficulty in the current jobs market. But I want to highlight to you how difficult it is. What we're seeing in the past couple of months is all of these large companies laying off members of staff, many of which you'll have heard of. Goldman Sachs, DHL, we are seeing Starbucks laying off staff, HP, we are seeing Chevron laying off staff, we're seeing Porsche lay off staff, Blue Origin, so many other brands, right? Amazon, Salesforce, all of these major brands, Tesco, Sainsbury's, so many large companies laying off staff, including Meta as well. But what I want to speak to you about is specifically a oil company. And this comes perhaps around or perhaps relative to a similar story that we're seeing coming out of Chevron, where Chevron announces layoffs of up to 8,000 workers in the aims of long-term competitiveness. We're talking about today BP, who is also looking to reduce their workforce, apparently by over 5%. And this really is quite incredible, right? BP is looking to cut 4,700 staff this year, another 3,000 contractor positions to be cut, and the CEO aims to cut costs by at least $2 billion by 2026. So, what we have here is coming from January the 16th, however still very relevant. BP is looking to cut 5% of its global workforce, it said on Thursday. Now bear in mind, this is a large global brand. As part of a effort to reduce costs and rebuild investor confidence in the energy giant. And again, around 4,700 employees and 3,000 contractor positions will be cut this year. This is going to affect a lot of people. The cuts were announced to an internal memo seen by Reuters earlier on the Thursday. BP shares were up 1% at the time. And really, what we're seeing here is another big brand which is looking to reduce its costs. I've said it before and I've said it again, right? These companies are always likely to cut jobs at some point. When we're in a market like we are right now, where a lot of companies are finding challenges, perhaps demand isn't there as it once was, perhaps they're dealing with inflation and other costs and other market turmoils themselves, a lot of these companies are going to look to cut costs. And one of the easiest, and unfortunately one of the quickest ways to do that, is to lay employees off. Keeping members of staff on in a company is naturally quite expensive. It costs a lot of money. It's a difficult thing to do as well. So what we see in a lot of these big brands is staff are essentially one of the first things to go. And BP appears to be an example of a company which is implementing this strategy. Now, for a bit of context of the scale of BP, right, we are seeing that they actually employ around 90,000 people at the minute. And according to the memo, what we saw is we have got more and we need to do this year, next year and beyond as well. But we are making strong progress as we will position BP to grow as a simpler, more focused, higher value company. And again, these words or these phrases, perhaps not verbatim, but something along these lines, we're hearing out of so many companies at the minute, right? This is the way it's being described. We're doing this for investors. We're doing this to increase efficiency. Now, again, whether that's true or not, I'll leave you guys to make your minds up on. But what is true, what is an undeniable fact is, with the amount of companies that we've looked at to this stage, with the amount of global, household recognized brands that we have covered, you guys already know, this is a difficult market. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section, so do leave me a comment if you can. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like and subscribe, and I hope I will see you again in another episode. Thank you, and see you again soon.